Bienvenidos amigos, it's the Dark Mexican here with a brand new video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I am here outside in front of the bunnies enclosure. I don't know if you can see them. Thumper is currently eating Debbie's food and Caesar is just hanging out. Debbie does like the company, so that's good. So for today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be telling you guys, showing you guys 10 things you should know before buying your own chickens. Now, right now it is the springtime. It is the middle of April. I think it is like the core of spring, and spring and early summer is a perfect time to get your own chickens. So if you're thinking about that, but you don't know what you need or you don't know what you should know, then you come to the right place. Alright guys, so the first thing you should know is that chicken math is real. This is basically whenever you get chickens or baby chicks from Tractor Supply and then you realize you want more than you have, and it basically just shows that chickens are addicting and they will multiply fast, not because of their breeding and stuff, but because of your love for the chickens. So chicken math is real. They're very addicting. I remember the first time we got chickens, we only had two. We only got our first two from the flea market, and that same day I was already like, I want more chickens. I don't want just two, I want like 220. I want 200. I wanted just more than two. So the first thing you should know is that chicken math is real. You're not just gonna get one, I guarantee it. You're not just gonna get one chicken. You're not just gonna get one baby chick. You're gonna get more than one, so you can raise more than one, and because they're just addicting and they're also very fun to have. So number one, chicken math is real. Chickens are very addicting. All right guys, for number two is their living area. So this is basically our chicken coop. We have this stuff around so that way it doesn't get too hot in here in the summer and doesn't get too cold in here in the winter. We have roosters over here. Those staircase, that's also basically a rooster. And brooders, I'll get more to that in a little bit, but just a nice big living area for them. However, this is not enough space for chickens to constantly live in. You can tell they're just bathing there. There's some over there eating. This is not enough living space for just chickens to live there the entire life, because that's all their coop. However, you need more space. So we have basically, this is just their coop is just for the night. That's where they sleep for the night. It's nice and protective. Big critters, reptiles, whatever tries to eat chickens, they cannot get in here. This is a nice, firm and strong and secure chicken coop. So for the night, this is basically where they go to sleep, and they're nice and safe. But their living area is all this, all up to the fencing back there. You can tell they have a lot of living area, and we only have 8 full-grown chickens. One, which is the injured one that is in with the bunnies back there. 6 other hens that walk around, and a rooster, and this is plenty of space. We have 10 more baby chicks ready to come, almost full grown, a few more weeks and then they'll be out here as well. But you need a nice big living area for chickens to run around in, to feel free. Just make them happy. This is one step into making them happy. A nice big living area, and especially like if it's in the front door, you're gonna be constantly walking out here, so they're gonna be getting used to you in no time. All right, for number 3, I'm sorry, the sun is making my face look very oily and stuff, so don't mind that. For number 3, it is that chickens are very delicious prey. So whatever's out here, big snakes, coyotes, I don't think coyotes live here, but whatever's near you, coyotes, big snakes, hawks, everything wants to eat chickens. So you gotta make sure that you keep an eye on them. You have nice firm fencing. This isn't too firm for everything, and it won't keep the hawks away. That's what the chicken coop is for. If they ever feel like they're in danger or something by big birds, they can go in the chicken coop, go under tables and stuff. If they feel like they're endangered by something else, I mean, the chicken coop is in there. We also have a rooster that's gonna protect them from other stuff. But if it's big birds or something, the chicken coop is a perfect place for them to feel secure, feel safe in. But yeah, just keep a heads up that everything wants to eat chickens. Rats, make sure you stay away from rats and big mice, because we've already had problems. They'll try to take your chicken eggs. We don't know if they've taken any. We have seen one over the fence over here. This is over the fence. we've seen one egg. We don't know if it was a snake egg or if it was a chicken egg that has been taken by a rat, but yes, rats will take your eggs, so careful with those. All right guys, for number 4 is that they love to dust bathe. Now there are these little things called poultry lights or mice that get in the chicken's body, like their feathers, inside their feathers, on their skin. This is like if you have a dog with fleas, it's chicken with poultry lice and mites. But dust bathing, as you can see, they're literally all in here. Dust bathing helps get rid of that. It makes their body, their feathers and stuff, a less desirable area for them to live, and it also helps get rid of the oil that attracts the lice and the mites inside their body. I'm sure there's a lot of dust, a lot of dirt everywhere on your backyard, but us personally, we have it's full of like mulch and dirt, hard dirt, dry dirt, and it's in, you can tell these little kiddie pools, you can get them at Walmart for like 20 bucks. It's not that bad. And yeah, we just fill it up with mulch, dirt, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, this is a very effective way to help get rid of those mites. Yeah, so if they have a lot, which ours currently don't because they do this so much, they don't have lice and mites, or not as much as usual. So yeah, this is a good way to help get rid of that. Don't worry, lice, poultry lice and mites, they don't get on human skin, on us. They don't get on people. So if you carry your chickens, don't be afraid that it's gonna affect you, get on you. They might get on you, but they're not gonna live on you. You know, they're gonna die or jump off, but it's not like they're gonna live in your skin. It's not like lice in your hair, so they don't worry, it's not effective to people. But yeah, they're loving it in there. So yeah, I'm gonna let them be, and yeah, that's number 4. Let's move on to number 5. All right guys, for number 5, it is that you might get a rooster. So this actually happened to us. I actually think it's happening again. We're not entirely sure, but yes, just be prepared because you might get a rooster. Now, to see gender or the different genders of a chicken, it's not that easy when it comes to getting them as babies from Tractor Supply and stuff. And you know, if you don't really know what you're looking for, because there are certain breeds that only have females that only have hens, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you might accidentally get a rooster when all you're trying to get is hens. So, which is our first rooster, that happened to be the case. We got chickens from Tractor Supply. We thought they were all female. One ended up being a rooster. You'll see this if you see them. They're acting territorial. They're being very overprotective with the other hens. They're claiming their territory. They're a little bit more aggressive than usual. They'll try to run up on you. They'll bite your heel if you're like wearing sandals and stuff, which happens to me a lot. As they get older, you will see that there's little red spots on their feet, on their claws, and their comb on their head, I like to call it their mohawk, will be a lot bigger, a lot pointier than usual. I remember when we had baby chicks, all 4 of them were about the same age. The 3 hens didn't have the comb very big, but that one, the rooster, already had it like very big. It was actually as big, if not bigger, than the older hens that we had at the time, and we were just confused. It was a lot bigger, taller. They were all the same age, but that one was just a lot, I'm trying to say something. That one was just a lot bigger, taller, larger. You'll also notice that the tails, its tail is a lot pointier. Those are things you want to see. If you think you have a rooster, you're not entirely sure, just look for those and you might have a rooster. We don't know, you might. All right guys, for number 6, before buying a chicken, you must know that they are very messy. They poop a lot everywhere. Oh look, here comes Gwen, the rooster. So we have these steps outside because it can get very muddy when it rains, a lot of puddles, a lot of water. So these blocks are here to help us walk, come to the coop, go to the parking lot over there. But these chickens, love to poop on these pallets, these brick pallets. And so we have the hose, and we always washing it off, making sure that there's none on there. It's like everyday consistency. And in here, in their coop, yeah, you can see there's poop down there, stuff, poop scoop. On their rooster, on their stairs, there's always a lot of stuff in here. And this is also the rooster. This is where they sleep, and you'll see that they poop in their sleep. So there'll be like a whole line of poop after they sleep. So yes, they're very messy animals, but they're fun to have. I mean, that's one of the only downsides of having chickens, is they're very messy, but there's a lot more pros than cons. So yeah, just be prepared. We have this as our chicken scooper, and we have these. We put the poop in here, and we go put it in a composting area. Now I will make another video to explain how to compost and stuff. There's a lot of video ideas coming up in the future. Yeah, we have our chicken poop, and we go put it in the composting bag back there somewhere. But yeah, so they're very messy, so be prepared. Don't say I didn't warn you. Alright guys, for number 7, it is that you should have brooders in your chicken coop. So we have brooders here, brooders there. I know that there are some people who have chickens but no brooders, so they'll find eggs all over the floor. They'll find eggs, you know, just laying around throughout the property. The one downside about that is you might step on them, or they might be hiding and you really don't know where they are. But our chickens already know what to do. They already know where to lay. So we have these boxes that my dad built. It's a brooder box up here, and then another one down here. Yep, so there's the one down and there's the one up. They have the stairs to go up and then the down. They don't ever use it. I don't think not once have we got an egg from down there. So yeah, up here. Also a heads up is that you should have ceramic eggs. As you can see, we have, these are not real. They're fake. That would have been bad if that was actually real. So yeah, those are ceramic eggs. This is to help them know that they should go in there to lay. And if you don't have the stuff to build boxes like that, totally fine. We have this little table right here. You don't have to build this. You don't even, I'm pretty sure you can find this online or something. But you can have a thing like that, or you could probably just lay them on the floor and have buckets. They're pretty cheap from Home Depot, so just have buckets, and you can put one of two things. So we put pine shavings in our brooders, so that way it is comfortable for them to sit on, and we put leftover hay. So if you guys don't know, I actually have goats, and whenever they eat, they always drop a bunch of hay, dry hay that they don't want anymore. So we'll pick that up, we'll put it to good use. We'll put it in the brooders, because when our chickens lay, they'll kick out a lot of stuff just to make themselves comfortable. And instead of reusing it, that's on the floor, probably full of poop and stuff, and you don't want to put that back in the brooder. So you're gonna put clean stuff, so either pine shavings or dry hay from, oh look, there's a cardinal, or dry hay from, I don't know if you guys have other animals, horses, pony, cow, goats, whatever eats hay. If you find dry hay, you can put those in your brooders. Now our chickens personally like the hay more than they like the pine shavings, but if you don't have hay, pine shavings will definitely work. So yeah, you should put those in your brooders, and it is much better to collect your eggs from a brooder than from the floor. I don't know, it's a lot more it's a lot cooler for me, because I can see 3 or 4 at a time in one, and I don't know why, I just love it. I can't get used to it, because it's just so cool to get eggs from a brooder. Now speaking of laying eggs, another thing you need before buying a chicken, another thing you need to know is that you need to make them happy. You need to make sure that they are living a healthy and lovable lifestyle. So our chicken coop here, we try to keep it clean as much as we can. There's not a lot of space in there, which is mainly because of that gray thing, because of our baby chicks. We have them sleeping here, and then we take them out in the cage in the afternoons and stuff. But make them happy. Make them a nice clean coop. Clean it constantly, fill it up with fresh pine shavings on the floor, have them a nice dust bathing area. Keep consistent with filling their food, filling their water, and just keep them happy. Be out here with them all the time. Try to get to know them, try to get used to them, try to get them used to you. Now, just because they don't come up to you or they don't let you pick them up or they're scared of you does not mean that they are not happy. Our chickens are very happy. Only like 1 or 2 of them let us pick them up. The rest are very scared cats, but they all lay. They're all consistent layers. Yeah, just keep them happy for them to lay eggs for you guys, to eat, to sell, whatever you plan on doing with eggs. So yeah, keep them happy, keep them healthy. Another way I recommend to keeping them happy is giving them snacks. So we, from Tractor Supply or other places, we give them layer scratch feed. Put a picture of what that looks like right now. So every day we'll fill up a big cup of that, and we will just spread it outside all over the grass, and they'll just come up to us and they'll eat it. We do that once a day, and we are just hanging out with them all the time. We have a little table, and I'm homeschooled, so my mom will homeschool my little sister out there on the table, and our chickens will just be surrounding the table. We'll just be out here, you know, hanging out with each other, hanging out with them. So make your chickens happy, give them snacks, your leftover fruit, bread, whatever you're not eating, or if you have any leftovers, just give it to them. Make them love their life, and they will give back by laying eggs for you. So yeah, it's a win-win. All right guys, for number 9, it is that they are not always consistent layers. Now if you get a chicken and it is laying every day or every other day for a few months, it does not mean that it is gonna lay every day or every other day for the rest of its life, because the older they get, the less they will lay, and soon enough they might not lay any eggs anymore. So do not expect your chickens, if you get 12 chickens, do not expect to get a dozen all the time. Sooner or later you will see that you'll be getting less and less eggs, so that's why you should be getting more and more chickens. I've seen a couple of my chickens, sometimes in the winter they won't lay as much as they do right now in the spring. Right now in the spring they're thriving, they're laying as much as they can. We're getting 5 to 6 eggs every day, but in the winter we were only getting about 2 to 3. That's because some of them were a little bit too young, and others, they were just not being consistent with their laying because it's too cold and because they're just not in the mood for it. So don't expect them to always be consistent layers. One day they will stop. And finally, for the last thing, and one of the most important things, is that chickens have personalities. They're not boring animals. They're not the same old. You will see that your chickens have personalities, whether they're a bit distant, whether they love you and they always come up for cuddles, for pets. You will see that they have different personalities, that they have their own way of living. Some will be scared, some will come up to you only for food and not let you pick them up, and some will just come up to you just because they want you to pick them up. So yeah, you'll see different personalities. You can tell chickens by their different behaviors and their actions, so they're not all the same. For example, this chicken right here, her name is Penelope, and she likes to come up to cute pets. She doesn't care if you pick her up. She's very lovable. She has so much energy to just run around. All the other chickens over there, they are not a fan of getting picked up. They don't really like the idea. Oh, this is also our composting area. I will do a deeper dive into how to compost and stuff like that in a future video, don't worry guys. But yeah, this is Penelope. Her personality is she loves cuddles, she loves being loved. Some of the other ones too, some won't mind if you pick them up, they just prefer not to, and others just will not let you even get near them, especially that rooster over there. But yeah, just be aware that your chickens will have personalities. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys did learn something. Definitely get chickens. I do 100% encourage that you get chickens. I lost the word there. So make sure you get chickens. Take good care of them. Don't squish them in a little cage. I don't really agree with that. So have them in a nice big open coop and a nice big open area to live in. But that is it for today's video. So now you know a little bit more about chickens than you did before this video. So I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, adios amigos, peace.